right now, live at 5.
An explosion on Lake Vermilion. We give you more details coming up.
Plus, Twin Metals is pushing back against a recent decision by the Biden administration impacting its proposed copper and nickel mine near Ely. And COVID shots could be available to kids as early as next week after an advisory panel gave the green light on the doses. What parents need to know.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. A tragic update tonight after a home exploded and caught fire near Lake Vermilion this morning. Within the last hour, we learned one person inside the home died and another was seriously hurt. 911 calls started coming in around 9:30. People reported a loud boom on the 1700 block of Everett Bay Road in Greenwood Township. First responders found the man who owned the home in the yard with serious injuries. He was flown to a hospital, but we don't know his condition tonight. Later today, authorities found human remains inside the home and determined they belonged to a woman who lived there. Authorities have not identified the victims yet. CBS 3's Quinn Gorham spent the day on scene speaking with authorities and neighbors on that rural road. Quinn, what have you learned?
Crews are still on scene tonight trying to figure out what happened earlier today. There's a lot of questions we still don't know the answer to, and that's what they're working on figuring out right now. What we do know is the home was completely destroyed. If you take a look behind me, there are crews still down there right now trying to make sure there's no more flare-ups with that fire. They have it mostly under control at this point. The home is down one of these private driveways, so we haven't really been able to get a good look at the damage other than a few photos from neighbors. Here's some of those right now. While we were out here today, we spoke with a neighbor a few properties down. He said he didn't want to share his name, but he told us he felt the explosion and ran to see what happened. He called 911 and said crews were on scene within 15 minutes. He described a thick black plume of smoke over the water, but says fire crews had it under control within an hour or so. Mark Lato, another homeowner who lives more than a quarter mile down the road, says he could hear the explosion loud and clear from his property.
Heard the explosion, house kind of shook, and I thought, what the heck? So I went outside immediately and I thought a tree hit the house.
Several fire departments were on scene when we arrived earlier, including Greenwood, Brading Township, Tower, and Vermilion Lake Township. Now, as we mentioned, the fire and the cause of the fire is still under investigation, or the explosion rather. But the Minnesota State Fire Marshal and the St. Louis County Sheriff Department are both on scene trying to investigate that cause right now. We'll have more details as they come in as the night goes on. But for now, I'll throw it back to you.
All right. Thank you, Quinn. Well, turning to mining news now, Twin Metals Minnesota is fighting back against a decision that could put plans for a copper-nickel mine near the Boundary Waters in jeopardy. The company announced today they're appealing the Biden administration's decision to order a mineral withdrawal study. The study would look at any possible impacts mining could pose to the area. Depending on the results, it could lead to a 20-year ban on mining upstream from the Boundary Waters. In a statement tonight, a Twin Metals spokesperson said the company is committed to communities in the area, and they have what they call a viable mining project that will move forward. A big selling point for supporters of Twin Metals' proposal has been the chance at mining copper, nickel, and cobalt in Minnesota. Meanwhile, environmentalists are worried about the impact it could have on nearby lands. No word yet on when the study could begin or how Twin Metals' appeal could impact it. Peter joins us now for a quick check of the weather. Peter, the gloomy raininess today sure made me want to stay at home with a big bowl of soup and a blanket.
Yeah, you know, I woke up a little bit earlier this morning and immediately was like, I don't feel like getting out of bed right now just because of the rain and clouds overhead.
Yeah.
And we still have some rain showers falling across the region right now. And rain totals have basically been centered basically to the west of the Twin Ports, out towards central Minnesota, out places Moose Lake, Aiken, and Grand Rapids, where they are still seeing a little bit of rain right now. And that, coupled with temperatures only in the mid 40s across most of the Northland, made it feel kind of like a gloomy, damp kind of day. Right now for us here in Duluth, we're looking at 45 degrees right now with some rain showers still falling, but it looks like there's a little bit of clearing off to the east. Satellite radar shows that there is still some rain across the Northland right now, and we have a lot more to go as we take a look at the statewide perspective. All that rain to our south and west has to fill in as we head through the rest of the night tonight and through the day tomorrow. So we can't put away that umbrella quite yet. We'll take a closer look at that extended forecast coming up in just a bit. Kristen?
All right, thanks, Peter. Minnesota health leaders are preparing to vaccinate young kids against COVID-19 as early as next week. The FDA advisory panel backed Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine for kids ages 5 to 11 yesterday. It still needs the green light from the CDC before it can be administered. In the meantime, the Minnesota Department of Health has been meeting with community partners to prepare for distribution. In a conference call today, health leaders said around 1,100 providers across the state have registered to give the shot to kids.
This is a very important step toward better protecting our children from COVID-19, especially with the Delta wave and the degree to which they remain vulnerable.
If approved, young kids would get a third of the dose given to teens and adults. We'll hear how MDH plans to partner with schools to get the shots out coming up tonight at 6. Michigan is also starting prep to administer the COVID vaccine to kids. Governor Gretchen Whitmer has directed the state to expedite the ordering of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine for kids ages 5 through 11. The goal is to have it readily available once approved. Today, the FDA is deliberating whether there is enough evidence to say the shot is safe and effective for that age group. 5 to 11-year-olds make up more than 800,000 of the state's population. The governor called the pending authorization a game changer in protecting kids. COVID-19 vaccines and boosters aren't the only shots going into arms. Essentia Health says they are seeing similar, if not higher, numbers of patients getting the flu vaccine. Though many people are still hesitant to get the COVID vaccines, health leaders say it's encouraging to see so many people protecting themselves against the flu. David Spurl with Essentia says it's safe and convenient to get your coronavirus and flu shots at the same time. He says if you have any concerns, you should always talk to your provider.
What we really want to do is just have that opportunity to engage with each patient and each person and really talk through what their hesitancies are and what information we might be able to get them to either help comfort them or help accommodate them or understand, kind of the information that's out there to make the best decision for them and their family.
Essentia offers free COVID and flu shots by appointment or at walk-in clinics. Their facilities are also giving out booster shots to those who are eligible. Still to come on Live at 5, just in time for Halloween, it's Bat Week in Wisconsin. How the DNR is celebrating the week coming up in City by City.
CBS3 News is brought to you by Villa Marina Health and Rehabilitation Center.
Black Bear Casino Resort is proud to bring you Rick Springfield live in the Otter Creek Event Center Friday night, December 17th. Rick Springfield live at the Bear. Get your tickets available now at the Players Club or online at blackbearcasinoresort.com. Make the Bear your place to see Rick Springfield live at the Otter Creek Event Center Friday, December 17th.
Are you ready to freshen up your fall wardrobe? From cozy sweaters to fashionable accessories, Angie's Closet has it all. We are a consignment boutique that features designer brand women's clothing and accessories, all at an affordable price. Visit Angie's Closet today.
At UCare, we get asked, who are our health plans for? Well, we're for people just starting out or retiring, longtime Minnesotans or new arrivals, people who are down to earth, down to business, or up for whatever. We have plans for dog lovers and cat people, individuals and families, butchers, bakers, and you get the idea. Climb aboard. UCare, people-powered health plans.
Explore Ashland County, Wisconsin with rivers, streams, and rushing waterfalls. Be camera ready. These waterfalls are always open. Bring the family, hike the trails, balance your experience with cascading waterfalls and spectacular views. Four Season Waterfalls in Ashland County, Wisconsin, where you'll find yourself next to the water. Order your free Northern Wisconsin Waterfalls guide. Visit ashland.com.
Here at locally owned Adolphson Real Estate, we are ready to help you find the home of your dreams with no extra fees. Take a look at this lakeside home with a super cute retro look. Please call our Duluth office for more details. Call us today to schedule a tour at Adolphson Real Estate.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look over the city of Duluth tonight as the gloomy skies remain after today's showers. Peter will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region. A firefighter in Superior is being recognized for his dedication, and another Halloween weekend party in Side Lake. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland city by city. We kick things off in Wisconsin tonight, where the DNR is in the Halloween spirit with a special deal. It is Bat Week, and the agency is offering a $25 rebate to those who purchase one of the specialty endangered resources license plates. Proceeds from all endangered resources license plates help protect Wisconsin's rare and in-need species. For more information, you can visit our website. Next, we head to Superior, where a local firefighter is being honored for his dedication. Captain Brett Uchansky with the Town of Superior Volunteer Fire Department was awarded the First Responder of the Year award for the 73rd Assembly District. He was honored at the Wisconsin State Capitol yesterday, along with other first responders from across the state. October is First Responder Appreciation Month in Wisconsin. Congratulations to Captain Uchansky. And we wrap up in Side Lake, Minnesota, one of my favorite places, with another fun event for your Halloween weekend. This Friday, the Side Lake community is coming together for a fall festival and costume party. The event will run from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Community Pavilion Center. All the fun will be free, and activities include games, treats, prizes, and pumpkins for the first 75 kids. The event will be held outside, so be sure to dress warm and in costume. For more information, we'll have a link on our website. And if there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, go ahead and send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, with Halloween quickly approaching, local experts are reminding you to think twice about your costume and consider if it could be offensive to others. Their advice coming up in a few minutes.
And taking a live look at Ashland on this Wednesday evening. They are coming up dry right now with mostly cloudy skies overhead, but they too will see a little bit of rain in the next 24 hours. We'll take a closer look at that forecast in just a bit.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
With the giving season just around the corner, it's the perfect time to add a new member to your family. That's why several area animal shelters are coming together for the Subaru Love a Pet adoption event at Miller Hill Subaru. November 6th is Catter Day, featuring all-day cat adoptions. Sunday, November 7th is Pup Day, with all-day dog adoptions. There will be holiday pet photos and a free microchip with an item off our wish list. Join us at Miller Hill Subaru for this exciting event.
I remember my son was going to grow up without a father.
I didn't think someone at 23 could be diagnosed with breast cancer.
I was probably the healthiest I had been in my life.
Early detection of a melanoma saved my life.
I survived testicular cancer because of early detection.
I survived cancer not once but twice because of early detection.
During the pandemic, you may have delayed or canceled routine cancer screenings. It's time to get those appointments back on the books. Early detection saves lives.
This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Kristen Bakke is as local as our evening news.
I'm from here. This is my home. I learned how to do a left-handed layup right there. At that hoop, that exact hoop.
Covering the communities she calls home too.
You know, there's nothing phony about it. That's who she is. She's just a natural at it, so I enjoy watching her because she's so good at what she does.
Leaders at Hibbing Taconite are scrambling at the Menorca Mining family heritage and iron mining history.
For everything local, watch Kristen Vaki on Live Local CBS3. Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
Learn why city council candidates are running for the at-large seat and what they say they bring to the table.
Plus, what we know about the house explosion on Lake Vermilion.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3.
So far for today at Duluth International, just shy of 0.2 of an inch of rain, and today's high coming in at 44 degrees. But being the end of October, you really can't complain about this rain falling if you're not a fan of winter, because at this point last year, this day last year, the low was 13 degrees, and we had already basically seen a foot of snow fall for us here in the Twin Ports. We're not talking about snow out there right now. We're just talking about a little bit of rain. 45 degrees right now with that easterly wind still gusting between 10 and 15 miles per hour, slowly beginning to diminish, and that will really begin to diminish as we head towards tomorrow. Satellite radar shows that we are dealing with rain across Northland right now. Most of it, again, centered to the Twin Ports points west, out towards Brainerd, Bemidji, International Falls, up towards the Iron Range as well. And then as we head through the next few hours or so and through the night tonight, we're going to see that rain continuously shift its way further and further east. So through the night tonight, you can see by tonight at 11 o'clock, still talking about rain basically centered where it is right now. But as we head through tonight, you can begin to see it progress and wobble a little bit further east. By tomorrow morning, I think we're probably seeing some more rain for us here in the Twin Ports. But northwest Wisconsin, the Arrowhead region is still staying dry. And that's really kind of the trend until we get to Friday. Thursday evening, tomorrow evening, you can still see rain kind of widespread across the region. And as we head towards Thursday night into Friday, you can see it finally begins to work its way a little bit east for getting into rain action for the Arrowhead region as well as northwest Wisconsin. The rest of Minnesota, though, beginning to dry up. And we really all begin to dry up as we head towards Friday morning and into Friday afternoon. I think by Friday afternoon, most of us seeing a little bit of sunshine, which is definitely well-deserved. And then that sunshine lasts right through the day on Saturday. The trend after that is cooler, calmer, but also much, much cooler weather. As far as how much rain we're expecting, most of that rain, again, pointed to center towards the Twin Ports, points west. Big Fork, International Falls, Grand Rapids, Aiken, Brainerd, all coming in close to an inch of rain. Meanwhile, for us here in the Twin Ports and points north and south, maybe up to a quarter of an inch in some places, but really kind of a whole lot less in terms of that rainfall department. In terms of the winds, we're still seeing those winds out of the east between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Yesterday, they were gusting up to 20, 25 miles per hour, so they're slowly beginning to diminish. And as we head through the next few hours and through the night tonight, we really begin to see them diminish even more. By tomorrow afternoon, I think we're talking about a whole lot less wind in place. But first, your forecast for tonight, temperatures fall back into the upper 30s as well as lower 40s across the region, with those rain showers overhead, mostly for us here in Minnesota, down northwest Wisconsin as well as the UP. They're relatively dry, still temperatures in the lower 40s with those mostly cloudy skies overhead. Highs for tomorrow climb into the upper 40s as well as lower 50s. More rain beginning to form in northwest Wisconsin. Will begin to dry out here in Minnesota through the afternoon and evening hours. And the 7-day forecast shows that we get rid of the rain for the day on Friday. And Saturday and Sunday look pretty nice. But then as we head towards next week, we're talking about highs maybe not getting out of the 30s. So by next Wednesday, highs of mid and upper 30s. Much cooler weather heading our way.
Oh, well, I'm happy to see that at least on Halloween, the rain will hopefully hold off.
The rain will hold off,
okay.
And it won't be that cold.
Right.
So, yeah.
We can handle it.
Exactly.
Thanks, Peter.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Halloween, as many of us are getting ready to dress up for the holidays, some groups are warning you to think twice about your costume, especially if your outfit of choice is offensive to a certain culture or community. Jill Dorfler is a UMD professor and head of the American Indian Studies Department. She says cultural appropriation has been an ongoing issue on Halloween in recent years, adding people dressing in cultural attire feed stereotypes and mock entire communities in a way that feels belittling and demeaning. She says hypersexualization of cultural attire is also a huge problem. Dorfler says you should always ask yourself what's appropriate and do some research before deciding on a costume that could be problematic.
I think there's lots of ways to be creative and express yourself and your identity rather than using Halloween as a time to appropriate someone else's identity. Use it instead to express yourself.
She says minority groups who see people appropriating their culture often experience psychological distress. If you find yourself in that situation, you're encouraged to reach out to a mental health professional or report anything that elevates to a hate crime to authorities. About a week before hunters were supposed to head out into the woods, Wisconsin's DNR officially announced they're shutting down the state's wolf season. Today, the DNR announced they will not be issuing wolf hunting licenses. That update comes after a circuit court's ruling last week that temporarily blocked the hunt. This back and forth started when environmental groups sued after hunters exceeded their kill limit by nearly 100 wolves during a court-ordered season back in February. Now, the DNR plans to finish its wolf management plan to guide future decisions. It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Animal Allies here in Duluth. This is Omar. He is a 12-year-old retriever lab mix looking for a loving forever home. Our friends at the shelter tell us he is a sweet old boy who loves attention and is still up to play. Once playtime is over, he loves to snuggle up and take a nice long nap. Sounds like a nice thing to do today. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Omar, you can call the number on your screen. Still to come with Duluth's elections, less than a week away, we introduce you to the third and final at-large candidate, Therese Tamanik. Stay with us.
For the past 11 years, Healthy Systems USA has been helping people lose weight. Are you ready to be next? Now save $200 off a 2-month program and get free shipping. Get your free consultation online or in person at Healthy Systems USA.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota equipment. Featuring front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers, it's everything you need to take on winter. Get select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months. See your local Kubota dealer today.
No one serves you better than Bullet Implement.
The Royal Enfield Bullet was designed in 1955 and not updated until 2008. It takes an experienced hand to keep one running. I've ridden in the rain and the snow, but prefer not to. That's why motorcycles and meteorology go together so well. It also takes an experienced hand to make an accurate riding forecast. As our region's longest-serving meteorologist, I think I have the touch needed to get it right.
Watch Dave Anderson weeknights at 5, 6, and 10.
We've got new information now explaining why.
Why should ordinary Americans care what's happening here in Ukraine?
Deep divisions remain.
Elizabeth, why did they kick you out?
They are expecting public unrest.
Why are they releasing these videos now?
Police are pushing us back.
We found one hell of a story of survival.
That's why you have to do your own research to get to the truth. Hi, Gail King here, inviting you to join us every morning right here on CBS. We'll have the important stories and the interviews, all the news that matters really, and best of all, we'll have a good time together. We like to do that. And now you can find us anytime you want on the new Paramount Plus app. So we'll see you every morning right here on CBS. I thought that one was pretty good.
Doesn't really matter who you are, where you live. You have to any family.
People reach a crisis moment and they don't see any other way out.
Suicide is the 4th leading cause of death for people ages 25 to 34. People struggle with it every day.
Hi, I'm Representative Tom Tiffany. If you or your loved one struggles with their mental health and or thoughts of suicide, no, you are not alone. Reach out for help and talk to someone.
This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
For you to learn something new every evening, we need to write something new. And that's why winning the 2021 Emmy Award for Outstanding Writing makes us smile. The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell.
For the past 11 years, Healthy Systems USA has been helping people lose weight. Are you ready to be next? Now save $200 off a 2-month program and get free shipping. Get your free consultation online or in person at Healthy Systems USA.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
Duluth's general election is less than a week away. One of the biggest races on the ballot is 2 open at-large seats on the city council. 3 candidates are running, as Rain Owl came out of the primaries in first place with about 24% of the votes. Therese Tomanek got 23%. Joe McCord received 21%. A 4th candidate dropped out shortly after the primary. Leading up to the election, CBS 3's Kendall Jarbo is hearing from each of the candidates about why they're running and the changes they hope to make if elected. Today, we're hearing from Therese Tomanek.
The city council appointed Therese Tomanek to fill an open at-large seat last year. Now she's running for election, hoping to further apply her involvement in the community.
To bring all that experience I've had in all those areas of owning a business, being on boards and commissions, running a large professional organization, and bringing that wisdom to city council.
Tomanek's campaign priorities include expanding affordable housing, monitoring budgets, and helping businesses and families recover from the pandemic.
So I'd like to have more support for the parks. I'm also a big proponent of the libraries because that's where our kids go, especially during the pandemic when we've had broadband issues, and we've been working on that to get kids a place to go so that they can be on the internet, so that they can socialize, and so that they can read. Really important.
The chaplain by trade wants to continue applying her life experience to the city council.
Well, I think I bring that wisdom of being a senior citizen, having been involved in business and in the nonprofit sector. I have been involved with my church and Girl Scouts. I was on the Human Rights Commission when we passed the ordinance. And so I think there's that wisdom.
If elected, Tomanek hopes to promote more community development in Duluth.
Early voting is still open. You can vote by absentee ballots or in person at City Hall. Otherwise, Election Day is on Tuesday. Once again, we've heard from all 3 of the at-large candidates this week. You can find their stories on our website. And there are a couple of other city council seats on the ballot. In District 2, Mike Mayu and Dave Zabracki advanced to the November election. Current councilor Joel Cypress decided not to run again. District 2 includes Congdon, Endian, and the Kenwood neighborhoods, plus the UMD area. And in District 4, incumbent Renee Van Nett is running against former city councilor Howie Hansen. This district includes Duluth Heights, Piedmont, and Hillside neighborhoods. The general election will take place on November 2nd.
Coming up on a busy news day, tonight, a CBS News exclusive with gun-related homicides at alarming new levels. We'll hear from President Biden's first pick to lead the ATF, why he says the gun industry is profiting from fear. Plus, the new breast cancer warning, what you need to know about a rare genetic mutation that can dramatically raise the risk of developing breast cancer. And a taste of good news, the amazing thing one neighborhood did to keep the Halloween spirit alive for a special little girl. The CBS Evening News is just minutes away.
CBS 3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. Regular mammograms can help find it early. Schedule yours today.
Villa Marina Health and Rehabilitation Center is a beautiful 1-level facility in Superior, Wisconsin, with 24-hour skilled nursing care. With a 5-star rating by Medicare, you can expect high-quality care. We offer a variety of services, including restorative care after a hospital stay, intensive rehabilitative therapy care after surgery, or long-term care for those who are no longer able to handle the necessities of daily life on their own. To learn more, call or visit Villa Marina Health Center in Superior.
At Super One Foods, We're always looking for new talent to join our 5-star service team. We are a growing family-owned company that provides a variety of opportunities to learn new skills and enhance your working knowledge while serving your friends and neighbors. We offer flexible scheduling, competitive wages, gold-level health insurance, and generous retirement benefits, including a defined benefit pension plan and a 401k. Super One Foods offers an excellent environment to grow both personally and professionally and can provide you the foundation for career advancement.
Come join our team.
Super One Foods. Jobs right in your neighborhood.
You won't read about my mom in the history books, but she's gonna change history forever. You'll never learn about her in school, but she'll redefine everything we know. She's not a scientist or a doctor, but she's gonna help save a lot of lives. My mom works at Mediacom, and they're going to bring us one of the world's first 10G broadband platforms. Mom says, dream big.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northlands still to this day. Join me, Kristen Baki, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining.
Brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Watch Eye on Mining with Kristen Baki every Tuesday at 10. Only on live local CBS3.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Wednesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, we learned the latest after a home exploded and caught fire near Lake Vermilion this morning. Authorities say the owner of the home was found with serious injuries and was airlifted to a local hospital. They also say remains found in the home belonged to a woman who lived there. The victims have yet to be identified, and the cause of the explosion is under investigation. And coming up tonight at 6, today Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Deed Commissioner Steve Grove announced a new business campaign for the state, hoping to highlight why it's such a great place to grow a business. Hear from leaders about the Build What Matters campaign tonight. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is coming up next. We'll see you right back here at 6 o'clock.